Hello everyone, Justin Vakula here with another gambling and credit card video. So we have here Draftkings, Pennsylvania, and I assume that some people would see similar screens in other states with Draftkings, at least in New Jersey, the state of Michigan, and the state of West Virginia, not just West Virginia, the state of West Virginia. I got a bonus here that's, I think, really interesting. Get $1 casino credit for every $35 you play on Draftkings Rocket, up to $250. So we're getting about a 2.853-ish% bonus on a game that probably has a house edge of about 3%, at least according to the very reputable website wizardofodds.com. Draftkings Rocket, as you'll see in the video, is a pretty easy game to play that doesn't require much strategy that we can automate. So I think a 3% bonus here on a 3% edge is pretty good, especially when we're using DraftKings or other gift cards to fund the account, and we're also getting credit card rewards. For instance, I have a grocery store chain that's giving grocery points and I'm getting credit card rewards, 4x for instance, on the Amex Gold card. Some others are giving me more than 4x at certain times. So on a basically break-even promo here, 3% house edge, 3% bonus, plus credit card rewards, plus potential grocery points, and maybe you have some other tricks up your sleeve for funding DraftKings, you can make even more money. So instead of playing blackjack and giving up 0.5% on just normal play, we're getting a 3% bonus that's offsetting 3% in a game on something we can automate. And for those who don't know basic strategy, maybe they have a hard time learning or applying basic strategy to blackjack, or they don't want as much risk, let's check out DraftKings Rocket. So I've opted into this promo that DraftKings gave me, show up in the banner, and I have a progress bar here that should track the amount that I play. So I've already loaded, it shows 75.28 here, but I loaded another 500 just to cover the 250 here, to be using new money rather than just be playing through the money that I already have. The idea here is that I uploaded a 500 card, so I intend to play through $500 before withdrawing the funds. Some people get into trouble if you're withdrawing the funds early, meaning that, oh, I'm just going to put in 500 and then just withdraw the 500. Your account will probably be locked, shut down. You'll be receiving adverse actions. You see in the banner here, choose your offer and earn rewards, player's choice promo. That's where the Rocket promotion was. I also got an email for play 10, get a $10 credit. So now it's having me like re-log in after the deposit. So hopefully everything works here as I'm recording the video, and they don't like, oh, you're using this recording software, like what's going on here. Now let's just check your location as we redo things here. I might have to pull the screen off if I have to enter in details. America loves interesting things happening during videos, I suppose. Hopefully we can. Okay, so there's the 575.28. The 28 was from some profit from an earlier promotion on DraftKings Rocket. Play 10, get 10. Waiting on that $10 to show up. Maybe it's already in there, who knows, but the $10 bonus should be good to go. So we're going to load. Now it's taking me to the deposit page. Well, we've already deposited DraftKings. What's going on? Can we get back to what is this? Oh, you want more money, DraftKings? Sorry, everyone. We'll have to get through this together, I suppose. Let's get to the game. Let's get to DraftKings Rocket, and not have me depositing again when I'm already good. Oh, rigorous licensing process. It's legit, folks. It really is, though. They have to go through a lot. So here we have a manual page where we can just place a wager and set an auto cash out if we decide to. But we're not going to use the manual and just change the amount every time, or like have to click on it every time. We're going to go to the auto screen. And this is really interesting because it gives us a potential to save time, as we can say do 50 bets, just walk away from our computer and come back when it's done. Or maybe we put it on a different browser. So I think this is a good appeal of this, as it's kind of like auto spinning on slot machines. But with this, we're not giving up so much house edge compared to slot machines. I don't recommend that anyone play slot machines, by the way. That we could just do this. If we have a 3% house edge in this game that we can automate versus giving up like 5 to 10% in slots, or maybe even more, especially if we're playing without a bonus. Like, let's just do this. This is pretty good. So we can set this auto cash out. So you might wonder, what is the auto cash out? So the rocket starts at 0 seconds and it rises. So it won't let us set the auto cash out at 1x where it starts, but we can set it at 1.0. Why is it xing? 1.01. So we'll try to cash out as soon as possible, because the idea with this promo is we just have to play through $250 to get the casino bonus. That's offsetting this house edge. So we're getting 3 back on 35. America loves math. But you know it works here, especially on the acquisition, the loading, the deposit side of this thing. As I explained, we're going to be good. So let's set the auto cash at 1.01. So we're going to take the least amount of risk to get these casino bonus, to get this casino bonus for this promo. And let's see, we can do total bets. So we need to do 250 bets. Can we do 250 start auto bets? Okay, so we could do 50 bets at a time. That's not optimal, but we can keep track of how many rounds per se that we do. So look, we did a $1 bet and we did auto cash out at $1.01. So we won a penny, we ran through $1. So let's say, okay, well, we could do 50 bets at 1.1. So maybe we'll use a click counter app to keep track of how much we've done, or we can use a pen, as you could hopefully hear with the microphone, and just keep track, like a hash mark or a tally mark every time we win a cycle, or we go through a cycle here of 50 bets, and we'll just tally it. It'll take some time to get to 250, but hey, we could just multitask, do this in another window. We don't really need to watch it. I mean, maybe it's interesting to see if other people blow up or lose, and sometimes unfortunately it's just going to blow up immediately, which I think is where the house edge comes in, because if we can just bet min and it never blows up at 1.1, then we just have a 1% house advantage, right? We're making a penny on every dollar that we bet. Now we could increase the bet amounts, but for purposes promo, like there's no big reason to do that. We could just lower the variance. That okay, sometimes we'll blow up on $1 versus like, oh, we did $20 bets for like 50 spins. That would be 200, right? We don't need to do that. We can just do $1 50 times 5 times. Right, we just need to bet through 250, so we could do 250 spins or rounds of $1 each. We'll pick up a penny here and there, and we'll get the bonus money at the end of the Rocket Rainbow here. We'll be good to go. And look, it looks like we've done 5 wagers, or this is the 5th wager now. So we're just going to wait for the funds to go through. Once we get at 50, then we're going to have to hit that auto button again. So it'll take some time at $1 per round. Maybe if you want to save time, you could do, say, $5 a round or $5 a spin. It's up to you, but I'd rather just do the 1.01 at 50, betting $1, rather than increasing the bet amount, and maybe I get unlucky and just have a bad run. Some people might not want that short-term variance. In the long run, it should probably all be about the same. If the 3% house edge is consistent, regardless of your betting, regardless of the cash out. I'm not sure. That's one thing mysterious about the game. Maybe like, oh, we bet at 1.02x. Could we be good there? And would the house edge still remain the same? I don't know. But I think it's just a hunch here that we could just minimize the risk by betting the 1.01 and be good for it. This, like, wow, they're staying up. It's a 26x, 31x. 2 players are still gambling here. Wow, 40x. So it's getting pretty high. As you see, like, there could be this thing for, oh, we're just going to wait. But I imagine that people, like, lose their internet connection, or they just forget about it somehow. Like, they're like, walking away from the computer and they don't come back. And Draftkings is printing money on this game. So we're just going to do the 1.01x, the least amount of risk I think we could take here. So I don't anticipate adverse action with this at all. Like, we're still playing through the funds at least once before we're drawing our funds. So we will blow up automatically on some occasions, but so far in this video it looks like we're still up. We put $1 in here, but it was $5.75 to start, so we're still up. We're still making a penny a time. But the main reason we're doing this is to get that bonus and also to liquidate funds that we're unloading on the site. So rather than donking it away at slots or roulette or some of these other games where we're just hemorrhaging money, again, we're getting about a 3% bonus on a game with a 3% house edge, and then we're getting the credit card rewards, we're getting the grocery points, whatever other tricks that you might have for funding these sites. I think this is a pretty good way to go, especially for people who don't know the other games. Like, you just put this on auto spin, you can walk away, printer ink going low, Story for another day there. I don't need the yellow color. It's okay, guys. I'm just printing in black and white. You keep giving me the message. America loves brother printers, I guess, and perhaps others that are doing that as well. But anyway, I think Rocket has a lot of hope here. I think that you can bet the minimum, put it on auto spin, and not lose much money, or maybe just keep winning a penny at a time here and pick up some other bonuses. I don't believe I'd sit here through and watch all the spins, just walk away after the round of 50 and then restart it. It'll take some time, but hey, we're just multitasking, we're doing other things, we're just letting it go as we prep dinner or breakfast, whatever. I think this might have a bright future. Hopefully you don't run bad in this. Hopefully, you know, you're not blowing up like 5 times in a row, but at like $1 a spin, I can't imagine you getting killed in the short run if we're just setting the auto cash out to a lower amount. These people that are gambling on like 5x, like we've seen it blow up so many times. So maybe they keep the 3% house edge, but there's just much higher variance. So I think we should be good. I mean, I'd like to see a larger sample size of this game, maybe like 20,000, 30,000 rounds. It's just going to take a long time, though, to see what happens. But if there are some cool people out there that want to collaborate in some way and make a spreadsheet with, okay, I bet this amount, I did this auto cash out, I think it would remain the same results regardless of the bet. This is a random number generator. But it would be interesting to see like what the profits would be on 1.01x versus 1.02x, etc., as maybe there's a little bit more in the higher numbers, but I imagine that if you put at some crazy number like 25x, that you'd really get crushed. So an interesting game here, cool concept, new game. Keep the bonuses coming. I'm happy to give the action, and I think this is a good game to promote at an audience that doesn't know the other games, or they're okay with giving up 3% automatic game and pretty much little involvement versus more involvement with blackjack, maybe more risk, maybe more time. Who knows? So hopefully you found this video interesting. Maybe you'll consider playing Draftkings Rocket. In this short session, I'm still up. Looks like every spin was a winner, a penny at a time here, and we've gone through about 14 spins. So a small sample size for sure. I've had losing sessions in the past where I've had bonuses, but the bonuses offset the loss. Like it'll blow up maybe 1 or 2. Oh, there's a 1x blow up. So as we're speaking, that was just a loser of $1. So you see it blows up immediately. So it's not like printing money here for 1 penny at a time on $1 bet. So yeah, there is a little bit of risk here that you will lose money, but I imagine you won't get killed if you're just keeping it at a small amount and printing money on the acquisition, on the loading of these sites with new money, and just keep going through new money rather than playing through old money. So I've deposited the 500, and eventually once I played through 500, I'm going to deposit more money rather than just using that same money. So we have, I think, a bright future with Draftkings Rocket, especially if the bonuses are coming through. So I'll, for real, end the video this time. Hopefully you found this interesting and maybe you implement this on your own terms. Have a great day.